happening? Are we live?
Hey, cuz we spend a lot of time with music, bro. Listening to it, talking about it, organizing it, curating it, playlisting it, sharing it. Man, spend a lot of time with music. And there's a million different ways that I could describe this project that we've been listening to. I could spend a long time trying to figure out how to describe what the music sounds like and reminds me of sonically. But I think the most important thing is that this music makes me happy, bro. Music makes me big, happy, puts me in a good mood, helps me get through my day, and that music is Yussef Day's Black classical music.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. We don't feel like talk about that Drake album. Surprise, surprise, surprise. But and that's not necessarily despite anything other than talking about the music that's had our ears and the music that's pulled us. Um, and Yusef Days as an artist really does deserve a lot of attention and a lot of appreciation because what he does to the genre of of jazz and what we spoke about with Kanye at some point later down in his career being able to pull um some genius and create some works. The works that we find to be genius right now are some of the works that Yusef Days has been a part of in his many capacities, and a lot of the people that he features on this album is the same thing. Such good. We're busy even before the show started. We're listening to this album, and it put us both in a place of just being mesmerized.
Man, dude, had I used to play percussion. Like I used to play
I
the
did not know
drums.
this.
You didn't know that? Yeah,
No.
man. I used to play a snare drum in a marching band. I used to play the quad drums. That was mad fun. And so I have a little bit of a technical foundation, and it's completely shattered by what this man does with drums, bro. Like anything that I knew from playing it, from learning these instruments, it does not help me at all make sense of the sounds that this person is making, bro. It is incredible. The talent level alone is crazy, and the ability to hone that talent, especially with something like the drums, and speak through it and tie it into all this other relaxing, mellow, chill vibes, and just create something inspirational. Honestly, like is is wild to me. Hats off, big applause. Like this music hits everywhere I play it. I can't say enough good things
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, it really is one of those, and I like that you say we should give it an applause because it everywhere. I was listening to it yesterday, and I played it out loud for some guests that I had at the gallery, and they were they stopped and had to really admire the sound. Be like, "Yo, listen, who is this? What is this? Where'd you get this from?" It's clearly so hip and so cool. And I said to you, Miles, that like I when I think about the type of music that when we look back at our age, right, and we're 30, and when we're talking to our kids, and our kids are going through college and discovering new music, and they come across these pictures of us being younger and be like, damn, dads, you guys were really cool. What were you listening to back then? This is the type of music I'd be so proud to be able to put forward and be like, actually, we were up on that Yusef Days for some time. Like we've really been deep in this is the music the cool kids are listening to. There's no other way for me to put it out that way, and it's supposed to be that way because that's what jazz has been for such a long time, right? Jazz was always like um this genre that the people that are hip and that are clued in on the social justice issues and who are clued in on the latest sounds and arts and styles. It's hard to music these days doesn't make you feel like you're part of something special that is so cool, but like it's cool and respected, but not pop or something that doesn't resonate. And like you said, for this man to speak through the drums, and when you listen to it, you just like, nah, this is clearly some of the coolest thing that I've ever heard. So for me, this music is deep and heavy rotation. Incredible.
Man, I like what you said about the coolest music, Mr. Guests at the Gallery. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole playlist in itself coming soon, make sure y'all look out for
Already
that.
out.
You did.
Already out.
You see, you see. But yeah, man, I'm so this album came out a month ago. And that's a little bit on the longer end for stuff that we will still go and review. But I'm really glad that we let this marinate for a little moment of time because I can say even more confidently that I love it. But I think that it has a lot of longevity, man. Like you said, being proud, projecting forward, the pride of showing this to your kids as something you were listening to as a kid, I think speaks to the confidence in this music's staying power, the confidence that I'll go back to this in 2 years, 5 years, and 10, and that this will still bring me the feeling that it brings now. Um, and for it to be not in no way typical, right? I don't know very much percussion driven jazz like this. Certainly not anybody that's getting down on the level that Yusef is. And if y'all know anything that I should be listening to in that vein, please share it with the kid. But this is so different. And I put it on for people whose musical preferences are not this and they dig it. Parents, coworkers, homies, guests at the gallery, whoever they may be. This works. This really works. So, and this is a like I first heard of USF Days through selection. So I was hearing him in mixes of other music that I was really enjoying. He did an album with Tom Mish, who also makes
Mhm.
beautiful music. And that project made me really hungry for a solo project from USF Days. There's a live album that he also did that is very, very good. But this is the first studio produced album of him going solo. And I it wasn't even like I was anticipating it. I wanted it, but I didn't know that it was something that was being worked on. So for this to drop on our head top and to be able to run through this and for it to surpass all expectations was one of just the best feelings you can have as somebody who loves music. So
Yeah,
I'm thankful.
definitely. When it comes to the feeling that this album allowed you to like it, like you said, it just gives you that feeling that wow, I'm so satisfied. I'm so full. Really, it's almost a perfect album. Not crazy about that Chronics track, but almost from top to bottom, you can just hit play on this thing and let it go. Timeless music. It's crazy because we've seen some of the biggest artists drop. Seen Travis Scott drop. We've seen Drake drop. These are some of the biggest acts, and a lot of focus goes into their music because of what they generate and whatnot. But there's been a lot of artists that really haven't been appreciated for the type of quality of music that they're putting out. Like you say with Yusef Days, going back into even the Black Focus album, um, when he was with Kamal Washington and doing work on that, it was just absolutely incredible music. So highbrow when it comes to the sound of jazz, and always you can hear Yusef Day's drum. There's no one else that plays the drum the way that man plays the drums. What he does on the percussion side is truly his skill set and what he's special for. So you hear that in what kind of music, like you said, when you dropped the Tom Mish, which was great, but this right here, it came at a time where all I was listening to is that Leon Thomas album. Was in super heavy rotation. So to pull me away from that took a very important album, and this is it, the black classical music, Giuseppe Days.
So that sounds like a 5 out of 5 to me. What say you?
Easy, 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 easy. No questions about it. 5 out of 5.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. Our official review for Yusef Days, 5 out of 5, Black classical music in your phones, wherever beautiful sounds are found. Go check that out and let us know what y'all think of it.